Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're enjoying your spring. I hope that you didn't lose too many plants to the frost that we just had here in Ontario. We didn't actually get any frost. It got really cold. The basil was really the only thing that was affected by the really cold weather. It never actually went below zero and I never saw any hard frost. So I just wanted to give you a little update on my back garden. Okay guys, so here we are. First I want to show you, this is how I plant my tomatoes. I use the bamboo sticks so that as they grow, I can just, I use twine and I just tie them up as they go. Right now, everybody is still really small, but before you know it, they will all be giant tomatoes. So I have this row here. So this is all Roma. Okay, so we got Romas. More Roma tomatoes. All the way down to the end. So this row here is Roma. And then I will go around the outside here. There is, let's see what we have here. Try to get out of the, okay, so I've got some calendula that was winter sown. It's still looking pretty sad, but don't worry, it'll come along. Nasturtiums, here's some basil. I've got some marigolds. And some calendula that is flowering. This is the stuff that I started really early, inside in the winter time, probably March, and there's 2 flowers on it. So far they haven't really opened all of the way, but they are gorgeous. And then of course I've got more basil here, and here are my San Marzano. So I grow paste tomatoes because I really like to make a lot of sauce. Last year I made 21 jars of sauce and we literally just finished the last one. So I have quite a few. I think I have 30 paste tomatoes. It's a lot of tomatoes in my garden. And I started them all inside. Now, the one other tomato that I do grow are Sweet 100s. I love them. This year I made a teepee out of some branches from our trees, and basically they'll grow up and probably even over to the other side. And I have 2 more. You can see them there right by the sticks on the other side. Now look at this mess of sunflowers. They were winter sown. I left them in the bucket probably till about last week, way too long. So they kind of got all scrunched up, but guess what? They will grow. They will straighten out and they will grow. They've already sort of straightened out. You can see them. These are the mammoth sunflowers. So I kind of screwed them up, but you know, we'll see. And then I planted some calendula in the middle there. In this garden, you can see I've got potatoes coming up. So I really bought way too many potatoes. Last year I did the same thing. I bought potatoes from the store, left them in the bags in the cold basement, and they chit, and then you put them in, they come right up. So I have 10 rows of potatoes plus 2 containers full of potatoes. So I'm really hoping to be able to supply my family with a lot of potatoes and then hopefully even have some to replant next season. That's my plan. Okay, so let's look over here. There's my kayak. This shed. Let's see if I can back up here. Okay, so here, I don't remember what this is called. It's been there forever. I love it. It's so colorful. And then I also have some brown-eyed Susans that have come up. And I made another wild raspberry, a blackberry patch. Some of them come up raspberries, some of them come up blackberries, and I even get golden raspberries. I couldn't tell you which plant is which. I just dug them up around the yard as the birds dropped the seeds, and another food forest for me, really. Now, who loves hens and chickens? Look at these. They're so huge. And there's my little pink lemonade. I have a few of them. It's legal here in Canada. I've got some of these lilies. Look at the buds on them. They're going to be gorgeous this year. Some sedums and tiny Tim tomatoes. I decided to put them in pots. They don't grow really big, so these pots are really perfect. And I'm not going to have to replant them or pot them up. I'm also trying another experiment this year with strawberries. Now, I have a huge strawberry patch at the side of the house, but it's the birds. The birds eat the strawberries, drop the seeds, and I end up finding them all over the yard. So I decided to pot them up and see if maybe I could get some extra strawberries. Now, look at how cute this little guy is. He is my turtle planter, and he's got a nasturtium, and he's got a marigold in there. There's some daisies. There's my dog barking at the neighbor's dog. Okay, so I planted this garden. We've got marigolds and pansies. The pansies haven't started to flower yet in this container. Obi, seriously. Relax. Come on. Come here. Good boy. That's a good boy? Yeah. Okay, let's go back this way. So here's my pond. It has goldfish in it, but I just filled it up a little bit so it's really murky because I stirred up all the stuff that's floating in there, like pollen. So here are daylilies. And look at how beautiful these guys are. Nope, that's right. I've got irises. They're yellow irises. And they're planted all around the bird bath with lots of sedums. Let me see if I can get a wider shot. Oh boy, all the dogs are out. So there we go. And look at these hens and chicks all the way from one end of the garden to the other. I just love this garden. Okay, now I'm going to show you my garlic. Look at this garlic. You can see there's a sunflower right there at the front. I really believe that maybe the garlic is saving my sunflowers. I have sunflowers here too. There. Here. More sunflowers. So I suggest planting it near your garlic because this is the first time that when I planted them out, the squirrels didn't take the tops off yet. Although there's always time. They may wait until the flower is almost ready to bloom. And then what they do is they take the flower right off even before there's any seeds. So here's more marigolds. I've got some nasturtiums there. And I planted basil on the other side on this side of the garlic. It doesn't really like to be in full sun, so I thought it was a good spot. Here's the mess that I made of the other mammoth sunflowers, but as you can see, they're straightening out a little bit, so we can always hope. And I just want to show you the thickness. Look at the thickness of this. Oh my gosh, like I've never grown garlic this big before. It's awesome. And I really think it's rabbit poop that is doing the trick. Okay, so my husband made me this wonderful watermelon trellis out of some scrap wood and pallets that we had, and I just planted them. And I'm really worried about vine borers because every squash, watermelon, pumpkin plant, cucumber plant that I've planted has got vine borers, and they're nasty and they kill the whole plant. So hopefully I can grow the watermelons right up this trellis and that gives me a lot more room in my garden. Okay, so now what we have here is we have my sad peppers. I end up having to buy 3 peppers. The 3 peppers that are in the back there, they're jalapeno. I had to buy them because my seeds were duds. I don't know what I did to my seeds. And then these ones here are California Wonder, and one got eaten, but I have some more that I started a little bit late, but we'll see. So I just thought I would show you my beautiful gardens. Not much happening yet, but you'll be surprised. It is almost June, and you know that by the end of June, this garden will be completely full. And hopefully I'll have watermelons. If you have any tips for growing watermelon or any other squash, cucumbers, things like that, please tell me what I should be doing. Because I made pickles last year. I want more pickles. I want watermelons. I want all of it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my garden, my back garden tour. I will be doing other garden tours. I have front gardens, side gardens, so keep an eye out, and before you know it, I'll be showing you all of my gardens. So have a great day, enjoy this beautiful sunshine, and happy gardening.